Hey everybody, Paul here from Warren's Farm. We're out here at my house, at the hives behind me. We're getting ready to get in there and we're going to check them. We're going to probably add a few pollen patties, and we're also going to probably start giving them 1-to-1 sugar water. It's also time to put on some hive beetle entrance protectors, and we'll see what else is going on that we got to do once we get into the hives. I already pre-made some pollen patties just so that you can see what they look like, and it's placed on probably 1/4 inch pieces of wood with wire mesh. This way the bees can get on the underside and eat it, and hive beetles don't get in there to try to lay their eggs and everything else that they want to do. And it makes it a whole lot easier. So you just put that on top of the brood, give it another spacer, and then set the next box on top of it, and then that's all that's to it. So it's pretty easy to do. So let's go get into the hives. All right, I just smoked the entrance, chased the bees in hive number 1. As you see, hive number 2, they're still out and about, but we're getting ready to get into this and see just how they're doing. Alrighty. This here is my feeder that I put on this hive, and they have consumed everything I stuck in it the other day. So we'll take it off, see how they're doing, see how they're using it. So we can see if they're placing food in there. I added this super on so that they'd have a place to start storing the sugar water, and as you can see, they're doing a good job of it. There's sugar water there. This is a full frame here, which I'll take it out to show you, where it looks full from the top. Yeah. They had nothing in it from when I pointed or drew out the honey, but now they're back filling it really nicely with the sugar water. So we'll top that off, but I want to see how the bottom box is doing and take out the beetle trap. Yeah, they filled all the holes in so that there's no way any hive beetles could get in there, so I'm hoping that there's no sign of them. I haven't seen one yet, so that's a good thing. And it looks like I might not have to use much smoke because they look pretty good. There's not as many bees as there were a while back because it's headed towards fall, and they're at the spot now where the queen is slowing down laying her eggs. And it definitely shows because there's not as many bees in this hive as there used to be. Now there's a bunch of foragers out, and the main cluster of bees, I'm getting ready to come up on it. But their honey stores in this bottom box are starting to get depleted. The brood is probably on this frame and on over towards the end. Yep. Yeah, this brood is hatching out on this side. That's why it's got so many spotty holes in it. Queen cells with no eggs. Yeah, there's a lot of eggs on this side. A lot of eggs. They're hard to see in this dark. Yeah. So she's got eggs in just about every cell that is empty. So that's good. But I don't see her on this frame. I do want to see her because I haven't looked for her for a long time. Make sure it's still a marked queen, because I did mark all these queens. Well, here's some newly hatched bees right there. That's a really new bee right there. but they're very calm. Haven't used smoke except to get in the entrance, or at the entrance rather. This frame has got some larvae that's getting ready to get capped. There's pollen and there's eggs. More pollen, more larvae and eggs. Oh, a lot of eggs down at the bottom. And a lot of larvae. This is what I mean by larvae. You should be able to see that. Alright, here's something. You see a bee right there with pollen. So they're still finding pollen, that's why they're not touching my pollen feeders. Okay, so our queen's probably on the last frame here. And we'll find her. And then we'll button up this hive and move on to the next one as soon as I get this one out of here. Alright everybody, just got done with the hives. Went ahead and fed every hive out there. Put some pollen patties on some of them, not all of them. One hive had like 8 queen cells in it. So I took some of the queen cells and I put them over into a styrofoam nuke box and figured let them go ahead and start another nuke. I transferred a nuke that was overpacked back into a 10 frame deep, and we'll see how they take off. I marked a queen in hive number 3 and hive number 5. So the bees are looking good here at Warden's Farm, and I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button. It definitely helps me out. Y'all have a blessed day from Warden's Farm. Take care.